What's going on, YouTube? This is my first video ever. I'm just gonna do some yapping for real. Um, I'm using this channel, my channel, as a audio book, or perhaps more of a visual. Dang, I can't even think right now. This is raw. It's uncut. I'm using this channel as a diary, a visual diary. I don't know. Over time, I'll probably get better at this recording myself and talking thing. I said probably. I know I'm going to get better at this over time. And we'll gather some followers. We'll help build some people along the way as a community. Whoever joins, whoever wants to be a part. We're going to walk in faith and trust the process. Today is it's like the day of realization, you know. Yesterday I was broken up with by someone who I love. I know she loves me too. I just think that there's a lot of differences in our lives. And, you know, usually your first instinct when someone lets you go is to fight harder, to try to draw them in, to try to get them to be like, I made a bad choice. You know, you try to force that hand, and you try to get them to really come full circle to you and be like, you know, babe, I'm sorry. That wasn't, I didn't want that. And as you're forcing that hand, you realize that you're losing more and more of yourself. You're losing more and more of your ability to think for yourself and to be alone. I think that's a big fear of mine, is being alone. I love this woman, and though we may never be together again in the aspects of what I was hoping, but she taught me a lot of lessons. You know, she was someone who believed in me when I lost track of what believing in myself looked like. She was someone who pushed me to continue being better. You know, every single chance that I had got, she was definitely one to keep me going. And she kickstarted that fire in me. And, you know, one thing she told me prior to us breaking up, she asked me, she said, please make me one promise. Don't slip off into depression and disappear. Don't lose all your progress. And that is the sign of someone who the relationship might not work out, but she values me as a person enough to tell me that I'm doing all the right things. And she wants to maybe not be front and center watching the growth, but she wants to maybe sneak in the room, hide on the wall, and tell me that she's proud of me. So I don't know what the rest of this year holds for me. I don't know where I'm going. Right now I'm just on a walk, so I know where I'm going right now, but I don't know what's next in my life when it comes to a relationship or being able to put myself out there. But what I do know is that this journey, this road that I have, I previously didn't know I had in me to conquer, I conquered. And now there's a new road for me to travel down. There's a new journey for me to embark on. And we're going to start that journey You know, I've always told myself I wanted to get into content creating. I wanted to just talk, because I know there's probably somebody out there that feels like me. There's probably somebody out there that just wants to hear someone else that sounds like them, that may look like them, you know, because in this world right now, we got a bunch of people who prioritize risen up women in meta glasses, or, you know, hitting on women and posting it online just to be like, oh, you know, look what I can do. Yeah, that's cool, but that shit don't mean nothing. There's no value in that, man. There's no real character. There's no real growth in that shit. So, this is just the intro. My name's Richie. For whoever may come across this video, if YouTube even allows it to hit someone's random For You page, if you sit here and you watch it, you know, just tell me your name, and we could build a friendship. We could help each other grow, to be better men, to be better women, because I don't want to just make content for men who struggle with having a true identity, or when they're in a relationship losing their identity and then having to start all over. I want to help anybody that I can that's willing to listen. So thank you to who all may watch this like 7-8 minute long video. Again, my name is Richie. I'm 31. I'm a dreamer who is finally waking up to set my dream in motion. And you know, there's no monetary goal that I'm seeking out, that I want to come out of you know, hopefully building up a nice following on YouTube. There's none of that. I just want to help people. I think that's my calling, is to help build people. Whether I show you the worst sides of me and you be like, yeah, I never want to deal with a person like that again, or or you see me and we spend some time together, and though our time runs out, you're still like, that was one hell of an experience, and I would love to take certain qualities from that. So blessings to be all. Get outside, drink some water, and live. Good morning. You good? Yeah, I think it's like 1 or something in the afternoon. I don't know. Just be present, and don't let social media corrupt your brain.